Caborca is the westernmost stop on our pilgrimage. The church, La Purísima Concepción de Nuestra Señora de Caborca, was built soon after 1694 by the Jesuit father Javier Saeta on foundations laid by Father Kino. Father Saeta was later martyred by the Native Americans who lived around Tubatama, and the buildings of the mission were badly burned. Repairs were made, but the mission struggled for the next several decades. Caborca became a visita, that is, a submission of Tubatama between 1743 and 1749, and then again was partially destroyed when the Pimas rebelled in 1751. It became a much more important church after the Jesuits were expelled from New Spain and the Franciscans became the new pastors. The principal architect and builder of the mission at Caborca was Ignacio Gayona, who was responsible for building San Javier del Bac near Tucson. Most modern architects and mission aficionados describe Caborca as the sister parish to San Javier, although it is somewhat shorter and wider than San Javier. Another interesting feature of the story of Caborca is that it was the subject of an American invasion. On April 7, 1857, Henry Alexander Crabb and an army that he had privately raised in San Francisco invaded Sonora with the idea that they would take over and make Sonora its own country. They were betrayed, surrounded by federales, and all were killed.
These were the days when the cost of the faith was great. This is bullet holes in this church. Whether you wanted to be a martyr or not, you were always on the edge when times of trouble came. There's bullet holes all over in front of this church. Hi, I'm Father John Friel. I'm the pastor of St. John Newman Church in the foothills of Yuma, Arizona, and I am a pilgrim on this trip with the Southwest Mission Research Council or whatever, and it's just been an absolutely wonderful trip, extremely educational, and one of the things that has impressed me most, well, two things it has to be, is the tremendous effort that our missionaries made in spreading the gospel and actually caring for people who were, how shall I say, the lowest social strata, and the teaching of farming and agriculture and all that, and bringing ranching. But another thing that perhaps maybe touched me personally was to be able to stand at the tomb, if you will, of Father Kino, where they have his bones in this little shrine, and to just have a feel for his presence, this great man that established so many of these missions and brought the faith to this land, and maybe incredibly grateful to be part of this church that Father Kino was part of. So if anybody ever thinks about making this pilgrimage, please do. Strongly, strongly, strongly recommend it. Que Dios los bendiga.